Welcome back into Carlisle County High School. Corey and Dan Bowles here as we get ready for the starting lineups in the opening tip and boys action between Carlisle County and Calloway County. First for the visiting Lakers, sitting at 16-8 on the year. Coach Terry Birdsong, he'll go with Christian Adams at the point guard. His running mate in the backcourt will be number 5, Camden Price. In the front court, it'll be Garrett Scott wearing number 40 and Peyton Johnson. Remember that name. He had a big game a couple of days ago for these Lakers, coming off a 23-point performance. He wears number 44. And also Jeremy Darnell wears number 23. He's a sharpshooter. You'll have to go out and extend defense on him. For Carlisle County, it'll be Trey Wilson, who's been a little bit of a slump of late. Kind of come out and have 11 against CCA, but a little bit of a slump here in the last few games. Trevor Elder, who has picked up his game, will also get the nod along with Michael Thomason, and then the two freshmen, Davin McGee and Reese Anderson, for the 12-12 Carlisle County Comets. Pace of this game will be big. I think, once again, and it's pretty simple when it comes to basketball. Turnovers and rebounds will be a very, very big key stat in this basketball game.
We'll try our best to keep up with as many of them as we can.
Coach Terry Birdsong gives his final instructions as the teams come out and exchange handshakes. Callaway County in the traveling baby blue jerseys trimmed in red and white, red tennis shoes. Carlisle County in the home whites trimmed in maroon. It's the last home game of the season for Carlisle County as Trevor Elder will jump it up with Garrett Scott as Mr. Wooten tosses this one in the air. And we are underway as Elder gets the opening tip. And Callaway County comes out and goes zone. Carlisle County expected man, and they sag back in that 2-3 zone. Wilson out to Thomason. Thomason will come to McGee straight away. Now back over on the right side of Thomason. They find Elder, middle of the floor. Good ball movement by the Comets so far. Wilson, left corner. Couldn't drive. They'll swing it back right of the lane to Thomason. Spins, tries to get it back out to Reese Anderson, and the Comets turn it over on their first possession. They burn 26 seconds off the clock, but nothing to show for it. So Callaway County with their first offering as Camden Price has it out deep on the right side. Comes to Scott, now to Johnson. Inside to Price, 6-footer in the lane, won't go. And the rebound comes off to Thomason for Carlisle County, and the Comets want to push. Anderson down the far side, back to Thomason, middle of the floor. He looks to drive, nothing there. As the 2-3 zone cuts off all the penetration by Thomason down the middle. Here's Davin McGee, left wing. They floated over right side to Anderson. Now between the circles, it comes to Wilson. Wilson, left wing, fakes the pass, going to fire the three. It's too hard. The rebound comes off to Anderson, and the Comets get another chance. Anderson will back it back out. Anderson, top of the key, looks to drive, had it knocked away from behind. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by, they say by Elder at first. Now they're going to reverse it, and they're going to say that Johnson was the last to touch. It'll stay with the Comets over on the far sideline. Coming down in the corner to our left. Anderson will inbound. Comes out to McGee. Now to Wilson. Wilson. Back to McGee. About 30 feet deep on the right side. Now Wilson will reset. Once again, Callaway County sagging back in that 2-3 zone. The Comets just one field goal attempt to this spot. Thomason to Anderson. Now to Elder. Find Wilson in the left corner. Comets having a hard time getting anything on the inside. I found Elder one time in there. Callaway did a good job of closing in on it. This pace is going to keep the score down in the 30s and 40s. 2 minutes gone by, no score. Thomason, top of the key. Back to McGee, now to Anderson out deep on the right side. Comets aren't looking phased. They're being very patient.
Yeah, and Callaway's not really coming out and putting any pressure on the ball.
First of the year, Carlisle County would have already jacked up 6 threes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the good thing about this. They're running their offense, trying to find something in the middle. Thomason walks with it as he cut it on the left wing. And as he went to penetrate, he shuffled his feet. 5:41 left in the first quarter, and Callaway County will get their second possession of the ball game. Adams across the timeline, finds Price at the top of the key. Price, a really, really good shooter, goes into Johnson. He'll force one up on Elder and draw the foul, and Johnson will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Callaway County. Johnson, a 61% free throw shooter on the year. And his first one's good. It's the first point of the ball game with 5:29 to play here in the first quarter. First foul on Elder. Both teams with a foul apiece. And the big fella Johnson will have one more. It's up, it's no good. Got his own rebound, and he's fouled again by Davin McGee. He'll go back to shoot two more. Nobody blocked the shooter out. Johnson's free throw come up short and right back to him. Johnson knocks down the first one. Now they've got the fouls right. It's 2 fouls on Carlisle and none on Callaway.
That's right.
They still have yet to put the score up. There you go. 2-0. Callaway, as Johnson's second one is good. He starts the game 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Davin McGee quickly into the front court. Looks to Anderson over on the right wing. Back out now to McGee. He'll start middle of the floor. Back to Anderson on the right side. Johnson comes out on him. They go to Thomason in the corner. Misses the three. Rebound comes off to Anderson. He tips it back up and in. Reese Anderson underneath. Makes it a 3-2 ball game with 5:05 to play here in the first. Price out top. Motion offense by Callaway as Carlisle County goes man-to-man. Price had it knocked away, and Anderson's going to come away with a steal. Anderson read the passing lane perfectly. Going to pull up 18-footers too hard. And over the back goes Trevor Elder, and he'll pick up his second foul, and he'll have to check out of the game as Dewey's will check in. And Elder, who has played really well the last 2 or 3 games, will have to go to the bench with those 2 fouls. 4:40 left first quarter. 3-2 Callaway. Callaway comes across the timeline. Adams to Price. Now to Scott. He finds Johnson up top, and they throw it away again, trying to look underneath for Darnell. And Davin McGee with the interception. Thomason, right side three is good. And the Comets take the lead at 5-3. 4:20 left here in the first quarter. Price. Left side Johnson, the big fella, gives a head fake. Comes back to Scott on the right side. Johnson up top, backs his way in. Now kicks it over in the corner to Price. Going to fire the three that's good. Camden Price, averaging 17.5 a game, knocks down the three-pointer. 6-5. Callaway retakes the lead. 3:45 left here in the first quarter.
He's attempted 175 three-pointers this year.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
He's good at them. There's Anderson looking to drive. They kick it over to McGee. Now to Wilson in the left corner. Wilson drives in amongst the timbers. Gives it off to Dewey's in the corner. Back straight away to McGee. Thought about the three. He'll go to Thomason, who will fire it, and it's short. And the rebound comes off to Price for Callaway County. The Lakers with the ball in a 1-point lead as they hit Darnold over in the left corner. Back to Price. Inside to Johnson. It goes off his hand, out of bounds, back to Carlisle County.
Third turnover now on Callaway County.
Jacob Reddick will check in the ball game. Davin McGee will check out. And the Comets with a chance to retake the lead here. Down 6-5. 3:12 to play here in the first quarter. Trey Wilson walks it up into the front court as Callaway stays back in that 2-3 zone. Wilson still out top, comes left side now to Anderson. Out behind the arc. Now to Reddick. Back out straight away it goes to Wilson. Callaway's not even coming outside the three-point line hardly at all to extend any pressure. Typical Terry Birdsong pace right now. Anderson, the freshman, hands it off to Wilson. Wilson fakes the handoff to Reddick. Now comes back to Thomason, top of the key. Trying to throw it inside to Reddick, and it's knocked away and a turnover on the Comets. Back the other way. Johnson out to Price. Open three is short. Johnson on the offensive board. Turns, puts it back up and in. Peyton Johnson has got 5 of the 8. As Callaway goes up by 3 now, 8-5. Thomason almost throws it away. They'll get it over to Anderson on the right side. He threw it to Wilson. It was almost picked off, and now Anderson's pass is knocked away by Darnold. And the Comet's going to roll the dice as Elder's going to make in with those 2 fouls along with Davin McGee, and Thomason and Anderson going to check out. 2:02 left here in the first quarter. Wilson to Reddick, into Dewey's. They collapse quickly when that pass goes inside. There was 3 bodies on Dewey's real quick. He gets it again, high post, back out to Wilson. Now over to McGee on the right side. He's going to fire the 3. It's too hard. And a rebound going to come off to Callaway County's Camden Price. Long outlet goes up to Johnson. Johnson up, and Dewey's and Wilson there. It's going to be 15. Jacob Dewey's picking up the foul. The 4th on Carlisle County. And Johnson will head back to the free throw line to shoot his 5th and 6th free throws here in the first quarter. 96 seconds left.
First one was good.
Johnson knocks down the first. He's 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. He's going to have a little blood on his forearm. Got a lot of blood on his forearm pouring down through there. He's going to have to check out. And checking in to shoot the free throw is going to be Jonah Brannon. So we'll mark off the next free throw attempt for Johnson. We'll go ahead and give it to Jonah Brannon. 96 seconds left here at first quarter. 9-5, Callaway on top as Brannon off the bench knocks down the free throw. And Callaway's doubled up Carlisle County at 10-5. Comets led it at 5-3. It's a 7-0 run for Callaway County. Callaway now has went man-to-man. Reddick. Back out to McGee. McGee starts right, comes back left, gives it to Elder. Baseline jumper in and out. And the rebound comes off to Adams for Callaway County. Adams quickly into the front court, goes left of the lane and has to throw it up, but right there is Brandon. Missed the reverse layup, got his own rebound, missed it again, and the rebound tapped out to Price. Callaway with 3 offensive rebounds there. Under a minute to play. Price, right side, 3 on the way is good, and he's fouled by Reddick. And it'll be a 4-point play opportunity coming for Camden Price, his second 3. And he'll head to the free throw line.
Substitutions in the ball game. Number 12 checks in. He's first time in tonight. That's Logan Eastwood.
Eastwood in the ball game. As Price heads to the line to complete the 4-point play, and it's no good as Thomason pulls down the rebound. The Comets look to get something going offensively. Here's Wilson going coast to coast, and he'll miss the layup. They'll call the foul on the floor. The first one of the night on Callaway County is going to go on Christian Adams. And Anderson will stack it up with 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Anderson into Elder, puts it up and in. Price back across or Adams back across the timeline, gives it off to Price. 13-7, Callaway on top. Underneath, Price on the backdoor cut. Gets the layup. He's got 8 quick ones, and the lead goes back to 8. Anderson out deep right side. Comes back to McGee. Just joined us. Callaway started out in a little 2-3 zone. They went man-to-man now, but the tempo early on has kept Carlisle County in check.
Foul's going to go on Peyton Johnson. His first team, second now.
So it'll be Carlisle County's ball underneath their own basket down to our left. 4 seconds left here in the quarter and a chance to get a shot off. Comes into Anderson, fires the 3. It's off the mark. And after 1, Callaway County on top, 15-7. We'll take a quick 1-minute break here on.
I'm your phone. Stuck down here between your seat and your console? Playing a little hide and seek.
Cold. Boiling.
jackpot. And if you've got cut rate car insurance, you could be picking up these charges yourself. So get Allstate, where agents help keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Call me, Kevin Kurtzinger in Mayfield or Murray at 270-247-2919 or 270-762-1030.
We all enjoy being recognized for our finest achievements, whether it be as a member of a championship team, a tournament MVP, or Employee of the Month. When it comes to crowning life's champions, there's only one place to turn: Award Masters on South 6th Street in Mayfield. Award Masters custom builds all of their trophies in-house, and they can engrave almost anything, including plaques, wooden items, and even medals. Award Masters is also the area's #1 stop for advertising, specialty, and promotional items. Award Masters in Mayfield, for recognition done right.
With 3 turnovers, 9 rebounds, 3 of them coming offensively on one play, and they've 4 of 9 from the field.
So rebounding a big key so far in this one. Adams brings it up into the front court. Out to Johnson, who's back in. Got that elbow taped up as he gives it off to Brannon on the curl. He'll give Callaway County their largest lead at 17-7. Now Callaway goes back into that 2-3 zone to start this second quarter. Wilson looks left, comes back right side to Thomason. Back to Wilson, straight away. See Callaway County not really extending it out behind the three-point arc. Here's Anderson left side, gives the fake, back out to McGee. 3 on the way is too hard. Rebound comes off to Anderson, his second offensive rebound here in the first half. The Comets will reset. Thomason out deep left side. Gets it off to Anderson on the right side. Floater off the glass, won't go. Price on the rebound. Price comes back to Adams. To Eastwood, down low to Brannon. He's fouled from behind, and Brannon's going to head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go on Trey Wilson, his first, team 6th. And the Comets in the danger zone right now. A minute gone by here in the second quarter. Down 10. Brannon at the free throw line. Brannon on the year, a 75% free throw shooter, and he misses the first. Brannon came off the bench to sub in for Johnson when his arm was bleeding to shoot a free throw, and he misses both of these. So the Comets with a chance here to cut back into this 10-point lead. Wilson. Back out to McGee. Once again, Callaway sagging back in on that 2-3 zone. Comets having a hard time finding anything in the middle of the floor. McGee just dribbling out top. Comes right side to Anderson. He's about 25 feet deep out on the right side. Back straight away to Wilson. Now left side to McGee. They find Elder at the high post. He kicks it back to Anderson. Anderson fakes a pass in the corner. Instead comes back out top. They'll go to Thomason. Left side 3 is good. His second 3 of the game. Makes it 17-10. Comets going to have to hit some of those outside shots if they want Callaway to come out of that zone. They did it about the last minute and a half of the first quarter. Come out of it. Here's Johnson going to drive the lane. He missed the layup. Rebound fought for, and Eastwood outfights the Comets and gets it. Down low, wide open is Brannon. Misses the layup, and the rebound comes right back off to Eastwood, and he puts it up and in. And Carlisle County wants a timeout to talk about the rebounding. Coach Brian O'Neill upset, giving up so many offensive rebounds. He burns a quick 30-second timeout with Callaway on top, 19-10.
I've already got 12 rebounds so far, and I know at least 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 6 of them have been offensive rebounds.
Wow. 3 of them on one possession. They got 2 right there on that one. So offensive boards, you got to a team like Callaway, you got to limit them to 1 shot. Comets are giving them way too many opportunities right now. Up 19-10 is Callaway County. The Comets just 4 field goals so far, 2 of them 3-pointers by Michael Thomason. So it'll be Carlisle County's ball to go length the floor. Davin McGee will bring it up. 5:45 left here in the first quarter. Wilson deep on the right side. He's been held scoreless here in the first half. Kicks it to Anderson. Anderson trying to skip past it over to McGee, and they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds, and it's Carlisle County basketball. He pointed Carlisle County's way. It is. It's going to be Carlisle County basketball. Coach Terry Birdsong not happy with the call, and Reese Anderson even thought he threw it away. So Carlisle County's basketball underneath, and they're going to talk about this. And they're going to reverse it again. No, it's going to stay with Carlisle County. And Terry Birdsong is irate with this one as Thomason looks to bring it in. 5:34 left. Thomason to inbound. Slings it out top to Wilson. Wilson back straight away to McGee. He'll work right side to Anderson. Back out to Davin McGee. Now Anderson looks to drive. Skip pass comes to Wilson on the left side. Now to Thomason, top of the key. Back to Anderson. Three-pointer straight away is good by Reese Anderson. He's got 5 in the game. It's down to a 6-point game at 19-13. So the Comets, who thought they had turned it over, got it back and made the capitalize off of it as they get the three-pointers. The Lakers look to penetrate inside, and Christian Adams is going to draw a foul. Going to go on Reese Anderson. It's going to be his first, team 7th, and it's going to put Adams at the line shooting 2. Adams' first free throw is no good. Adams just a 33% free throw shooter. You don't see many point guards shoot free throws like that. And as a team, this Callaway County team does not shoot free throws well, just 61% on the year as a team. Adams' second one falls home, makes it 20-13, 7-point Callaway County lead. Comets going to have to keep the three-pointers falling, try to get Callaway County out of this zone. Every possession is critical, and a skip pass is going to be deflected out of bounds, and they're going to say Wilson was the last to touch. And it's going to go to Callaway County on a turnover on Michael Thomason. 4:42 left first half, 20-13. Callaway with the lead in the ball. It's Camden Price will bring it up this time. Gives it off to Johnson on the right side. Come back straight away. Price for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound, though, comes off to Johnson. Another offensive board, and Johnson sticks it back up in the end. 7 in the game now. I'll check that 8 in the game now for Johnson. Back to a 9-point Laker lead. 4:15 left first half. McGee to Wilson. Left side, eyed to 3. Instead, he'll drive baseline, kicks it back to Dewey's, and another turnover on the Comets as the pass to Dewey's is knocked away, and here come the Lakers. Johnson, three-pointer for the big fella out of the corner is short, and the rebound comes off to Dewey's for Carlisle County. And then Dewey's has it deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Comets. Jacob Reddick going to check back in. Michael Thomason going to check out. (22-13). On a slow pace here in the first half. Wilson out to Anderson on the right side. He looks in the corner for Reddick. Finds him in the right corner. Dewey's on the post down low. They can't get him the ball. They'll come back out to McGee. They swing it left of the lane to Wilson. Dribbles out left side, hands it off to Anderson. There's a lot of movement around the perimeter by the Comets here in the first half against this zone. Anderson out deep on the right side. Back to Wilson. Going to fire a long 3 straight away is good by Trey Wilson. That's the 4th Comet 3 of the first half. Makes it 22-16. Adams out to Price, top of the key. Price has hit a couple of big threes for Callaway in the first quarter. Gives it off to Darnold. He can shoot the ball pretty well too. He's out deep on the left side. They swing it now to Adams, right of the lane. He'll back it out near the timeline and reset. Price to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key. Works it back over to Johnson on the right side, trying to find Brandon in the middle, and it's knocked away, and a steal by Reese Anderson. Anderson still with the ball into the front court. Comes back out to Wilson. Wilson starts left, spins back right, and draws a foul on Christian Adams. It's the 3rd team foul on Callaway County.
His second, though, I believe.
That's 2 on the starting point guard for Callaway County, and that will get Will Benson up and in the ball game. Elder's going to check back in with those 2 fouls for Carlisle County, along with Thomason, as McGee and Doobies check out. Thomason to Wilson on the right side. Wilson going to cut back middle of the floor. Callaway now is matched back up man-to-man. Thomason drives the lane, misses the layup, and a rebound pulled by Brennan. Check that, Darnold for Callaway County. Benson to Price. Back over to Darnold. He'll pull up for the 16-footer that's short. Rebound comes off to Wilson. The Comets going to push. 2 minutes to play here in the half. Wilson lost the handle. Goes up anyway. Can't hit the shot, and the rebound comes off to the Lakers. Camden Price quickly back the other way. Goes coast to coast. Nobody stopped the ball, and Price is into double figures with 10, and the lead goes back to 8 at 24-16. Anderson to Thomason. Now to Reddick. He'll find Anderson on the wing. Back to Reddick. He's going to fire the 3 right side, and it's too hard. Rebound fought for, and Callaway County saves it inbounds to Benson. Benson to Johnson. The big fella going to fire another 3. This one's off the mark. Anderson with a rebound for the Comets. Had it knocked away. Wilson's going to come up with it, though. Just over a minute to play here in the first half. Anderson back to Reddick. Another 3. This one's top of the keys. Good by Jacob Reddick. The 5th 3 for the Comets here in the first half, and that is what's kept them in this ball game. Down 5 now at 24-19. 50 seconds left as Benson brings it across the timeline. Uses a high ball screen. Pick and pop as Johnson gets it out top. Left side to Darnold. He's been quiet. Now they come to Price outside. Callaway would probably take a layup at this point. If not, they may play for one shot here as they back it back out near the timeline. 28 seconds left. And Price tells Benson just to hold it right there at the timeline. Elder comes out. They give it back over to Price. Down to 18 seconds. As Brannon comes out between the circles. He looks to start here with 10. They go to Benson on the right side. Here's Johnson, top of the key. Hands it off to Price. Price going to drive, and he has it swatted by Anderson. Off to Thomason. 2 seconds left. Thomason down the lane, lays it up, and won't go. Thomason wanting the foul call, didn't get it. And we'll go to the half with Callaway County leading at 24-19 here at Carlisle County. We're back in 3 minutes on that.
There's only one local eatery that's been recognized by the National Restaurant Association. Only one place serving Western Kentucky's best steaks, barbecue, and burgers, and only one spot perfect for date night, family dinners, or private events. By now you should know, I'm talking about Carr's Steakhouse, where they not only serve up the best food in town, they also support the achievements of local athletes. You can watch every live local sportscast in HD in the bar at Carr's, so load up the family and head on down to 213 West Broadway in Mayfield. Carr's Steakhouse, great service and even better food.
Get the job done. Balders carries a wide range of products including storage tanks, fencing, welders, air compressors, tools, sporting goods, toys, and clothing for work, play, and hunting. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Balders has it all. Balders Farm, Industrial, and Home Supply, Kiva Road in Mayfield.
Hello, I'm David Long, President at First Kentucky Bank. I'm very proud of the group of professionals that make up our team here at First Kentucky. When you bank with First Kentucky, we guarantee that we'll provide a level of professionalism that will help you meet your financial needs. I'm proud of this team we've assembled. Their skill set is unique to any bank in this area, and I believe our customers will notice a discernible difference in the quality, attitude, and approach we bring to their financial affairs.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
If phrases like this mean something to you, maybe you should come work for us. If you identify more with phrases like these, then maybe you should put us to work for you. The Mastercraft LSR Touring.
Mastercraft tires available at Grover Tire in Hickory.
I love all the windows.
I think we envisioned it to be a space where we could gather together as a family.
This is a room they want to use all the time. They need things that are durable and stylish.
I love this one.
These shelves are great.
So what do you think?
That's beautiful. I do not feel that we could have made the decisions without the help of Bassett. Now I want to do another room.
The HGTV Home Design Studio by Bassett. Are you ready for your big reveal?
For the best service and parts support for your equipment, rely on H&R AgriPower, your premier Case IH dealer. H&R AgriPower has over 45 trained service technicians, and our mobile service trucks will come to your farm. Plus, H&R AgriPower's huge parts inventory and daily parts delivery between our locations means you get the parts you need fast. For service and parts support, turn to your local Case IH dealer. H&R AgriPower, the power to get you more.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Creating comfort one home at a time. Call the folks at James Smith Heating and Cooling for all of your heating and cooling needs.
Moe's & Bella's Frontier Firearms is this area's guns, ammo, and accessories headquarters. With decades of experience on the single-action circuit, Moe's & Bella are your perfect partners, whether you're a veteran rifleman or a first-time shooter looking for training. Frontier Firearms carries a constantly updated selection of defense pistols, rifles, ammunition, reloading supplies, and tactical accessories. They also have a state-of-the-art precision laser range on site. Moe's & Bella's Frontier Firearms, inside Mayfield's Fountain Square Plaza. They're your hometown gun shop.
And Dolby Digital Sound at Princess Theaters of Mayfield. You just can't beat the comfortable atmosphere at Princess Theaters. They've created an environment tailor-made for families with their genuine friendly style of service and unrivaled concession options featuring West Kentucky's best popcorn. Check them out online at princessofmayfield.com or call 270-251-3583 for showtimes. Princess Theaters of Mayfield. Big-time entertainment with a hometown feel.
Has this ever happened to you? Or this? Will this make your memoirs? At Shelter Insurance, we can't iron out all the glitches in modern life. But we can manage your auto, home, and life insurance just fine. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Get the insurance coverage you need at the right price. Call Steve Jones today.
Farming is expensive enough without overpaying for the tools and equipment needed to get the job done. Co Equipment is this area's source for top quality tractor parts, tires, and accessories. Family owned and operated for over 50 years, the farm equipment experts at Co Equipment will get you back on the job without breaking the bank. And with a full staff of mechanics, they can repair or service just about anything. Co Equipment on Highway 94, 1 mile from Tri-City. High quality equipment at a great low price.
It's just a few steps for tradition, for innovation. A few steps so we can all stay connected and live better lives. And just a few steps for all the Touchstone Energy Cooperative members who got us here. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
West Kentucky Rural Electric Cooperative, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
To get the job done, Balders carries a wide range of products including storage tanks, fencing, welders, air compressors, tools, sporting goods, toys, and clothing for work, play, and hunting. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Balders has it all. Balders Farm, Industrial, and Home Supply, Kiva Road in Mayfield.
At Shelter Insurance, we've found that peace of mind offers some real advantages. That's why we work hard to make things easier for you. By sheltering your cars, by sheltering your home, by sheltering your toys, by sheltering your life. Peace of mind. Isn't that the best shelter there is? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Agent Steve Jones about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
We all enjoy being recognized for our finest achievements, whether it be as a member of a championship team, a tournament MVP, or Employee of the Month. When it comes to crowning life's champions, there's only one place to turn: Award Masters on South 6th Street in Mayfield. Award Masters custom builds all of their trophies in-house, and they can engrave almost anything, including plaques, wooden items, and even medals. Award Masters is also the area's #1 stop for advertising, specialty, and promotional items. Award Masters in Mayfield, for recognition done right.
There's only one local eatery that's been recognized by the National Restaurant Association. Only one place serving Western Kentucky's best steaks, barbecue, and burgers, and only one spot perfect for date night, family dinners, or private events. By now you should know I'm talking about Carr's Steakhouse, where they not only serve up the best food in town, they also support the achievements of local athletes. You can watch every live local sportscast in HD in the bar at Carr's, so load up the family and head on down to 213 West Broadway in Mayfield. Carr's Steakhouse, great service and even better food.
Hello, I'm David Long, President at First Kentucky Bank. I'm very proud of the group of professionals that make up our team here at First Kentucky. When you bank with First Kentucky, we guarantee that we'll provide a level of professionalism that will help you meet your financial needs. I'm proud of this team we've assembled. Their skill set is unique to any bank in this area, and I believe our customers will notice a discernible difference in the quality, attitude, and approach we bring to their financial affairs.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
If phrases like this mean something to you, maybe you should come work for us. If you identify more with phrases like these, then maybe you should put us to work for you. The Mastercraft LSR Touring.
Mastercraft tires available at Grover Tire in Hickory.
I love all the windows.
I think we envisioned it to be a space where we could gather together as a family.
This is a room they want to use all the time. They need things that are durable and stylish.
I love this one.
These shelves are great.
So what do you think?
That's beautiful. I do not feel that we could have made the decisions without the help of Bassett. Now I want to do another room.
The HGTV Home Design Studio by Bassett. Are you ready for your big reveal?
Welcome back into Carlisle County High School. Corey and Dan Bowles here as we get ready to start the second half with Callaway County once again leading at 24-19. The Comets out rebounded 16-9 there in the first half. Both teams with just 5 turnovers in the first half. Once again, it was a kind of a slow pace if you're just joining us. Callaway County set back in that 2-3 zone for about 12 of the first 16 minutes of this game.
I wonder if Coach Birdsong won't extend that 2-3 zone out just a little bit past that three-point line.
Well, as Coach O'Neill mentioned, the only time really had seen Callaway play any zone, they played a 1-3-1 against Mayfield. So they may, and I wondered that if maybe Callaway wouldn't use this game to work on something of their own coming up for district tournaments.
For district.
So, you wonder, will you see a little of the 1-3-1? Will you see something different? So
they got a Marshall County game coming up on the 10th. On the 11th, they play Fulton County. Then they play Tillman. Then they play Ballard there at last game. So,
see here. Second half, they're going to go with Eastwood's going to get the start as Garrett Scott will not get the second half start for Callaway County. Carlisle County will come back with their original starters. It'll be Comets ball moving left to right on the radio dial. Down to our right, Trey Wilson out on the wing. Wilson gets into the lane, gives it out top to Anderson. As once again, Callaway stays man-to-man here to start the second half. Thomason out top. Gives it over to McGee, top of the key, looks to drive. McGee, nothing there. Comes back to Elder, 17-footer from the wings, nothing but net for Trevor Elder, and that cuts the lead to 3 at 24-21. That's where your defensive stops come into play as Adams out to Eastwood, to Johnson, the big fella, straight away, 3 is good. He missed 2 of them in the first half. He now leads all scorers with 11. With that 3, it makes it 27-21. McGee out between the circles. They don't bring the defense out beyond the three-point arc much into that man-to-man as McGee has it up top, fakes the pass, dribbles in, kicks it out to Thomason. Right side 3, comes up short, and the rebound's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Davin McGee. It'll be Laker basketball to go coast to coast. Minute gone by here in the second half, 27-21, Callaway County on top. Adams uses a high ball screen, gives it over to Price on the left wing. He'll use a screen himself, gets to the top of the key, works it into the lane, floater won't go, and doesn't hit anything but backboard as McGee grabs the rebound, heads the other way. Off to Elder, who will lay it up and in. Trevor Elder with back-to-back baskets. There's the Comets back to within 4, 27-23. Adams works right side. They isolate Johnson down low, trying to get the big man the ball. Can't get it to him as Price hounded out near the top of the key. They come now to Johnson, top of the key. Same spot. This one's short. The rebound comes off to Anderson. Anderson had it knocked away and kicked. It'll stay with Carlisle County here with 6:06 to play. The Comets get a defensive stop, and they'll have the ball down 4. McGee across the timeline. Looks right, comes back left to Wilson. They'll isolate him against Adams. Wilson underneath the basket, kicks it out to Thomason. Thomason drives the lane, lays it up, and won't go. Thomason actually got a wide open look there and rimmed one out. Adams quickly back the other way, kicks it over to Price. Now to Johnson. Johnson drives, puts it up, and it won't go. Rebound comes off to Elder. Letting on play, up and down the floor here. McGee to Wilson. Wilson over in the left corner, back to Elder. 3 on the way, won't go. And the rebound is knocked out. And a late whistle going to get a foul on Davin McGee going over the back. And it'll be Callaway's ball to go length of the floor. Second one, check that first one on Davin McGee. The first foul of the second half. Comets getting some chances here.
That was almost too delayed of a whistle.
It was a late whistle, I agree. Adams across the timeline, gives it off to Price on the right wing. Price lobs it in for Johnson. Johnson back out to Price on the right wing. They put Elder on Price. Long arms by the Comets. Here's Price. The Comets are actually, it's a little triangle in 2, Dan. They're chasing Johnson and Price. It almost looks like. Kind of hard to figure out what it is. Or they're switching on everything one as Price has it out top now. Trevor Elder stayed on that bottom side. Price out top. Works top of the key, and Anderson reaches in and takes it away. Anderson coast to coast, lays it up and in. Anderson with 7, and it's a 2-point game at 27-25. We got a whistle. But Michael Thomason maybe had a Band-Aid or something fell off, and they called a whistle to stop that. Pick it up off the floor, and we'll get back to action as Adams will walk it up across the timeline. 4:20 to play third quarter, 27-25, Callaway County on top. Adams looking to drive on Wilson, and Wilson going to get the bump with the body. It's going to be his second, team's second. And it'll be Callaway County's ball underneath their own basket as Price will inbound. Price comes out top to Johnson, back to Price on the baseline, and back to Adams. He'll swing it left side to Darnold. Darnold inside, and it's knocked away. Anderson with another steal. Pass was intended for Eastwood. And now the Comets with a chance to tie or take the lead here with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Anderson out between the circles. Goes left side to Davin McGee. McGee off to Elder. Elder had it knocked away from behind. McGee will go out near the timeline and get it back. Davin still with it up top. 3:45 to play. Third quarter. McGee works left side, almost throws it away. He gets it to Thomason out top. Thomason works to the right wing. Now back to Wilson out at the top of the key. Wilson to McGee. He's going to drive right side. Kicks it back to Wilson. Thought about the 3. Instead, he'll drive the lane. Had it stripped by Adams. Adams on the steal. Headed the other way to Price. Pull up 3. Big shot on the way is good by Camden Price. He's now got 13 in the ball game, and the lead goes back to 5. Anderson deep on the right side. Gives it off to Elder. Elder out, way out top. Now to Davin McGee as the Comets almost going to reset here. Good defense away from the ball by Callaway County. Will finally get a foul. Trey Wilson has had to work his tail off. It's going to be the third one on Christian Adams as he reaches in. And that'll get Will Benson in for him. And also in the ball game is going to be Jonah Brennan as Eastwood will check out. I'm sure Garrett Scott got the start here tonight. We haven't really seen him much since then. Out top, Thomason picks up the dribble, hands it off to Anderson. Out deep on the right side. 2:40 to play, third quarter, 30-25. Callaway on top by 5. Anderson still with the basketball. Gives it over to Reddick in the corner. Reddick goes back door to Wilson. It's knocked away, and it's going to be a steal by Johnson by Callaway County. Out to Benson. Benson runs the floor, kicks it to Darnold. 3 out of the corner is no good, and the rebound is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Callaway County ball. Last touch by Jacob Dewey's. So the Lakers with another chance, and it's tapped away. How many times we've seen Reese Anderson do that in the last few games, but then the Comets turn it right back over. Anderson got the steal on the inbound. Here's Johnson headed the other way. Missed the layup. Got his own rebound. He'll muscle it back up. No good again. Got another rebound. Puts it back up and in. You give them 3 and 4 chances, they're going to burn you every time. Callaway's upped it back up to a 7-point lead. Here's Wilson around the defense, lays one up and in for the Comets. And Carlisle County wants a timeout. 32-27, minute 54 to play here in the third. We'll take a break with them. Be back in 1 minute.
I'm your phone. Stuck down here between your seat and your console, playing a little hide and seek.
Cold.
Boiling.
Jackpot. And if you've got cut rate car insurance, you could be picking up these charges yourself.
So get Allstate, where agents help keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Call me, Kevin Kurtzinger in Mayfield or Murray at 270-247-2919 or 270-762-1030.
There's only one local eatery that's been recognized by the National Restaurant Association. Only one place serving Western Kentucky's best steaks, barbecue, and burgers, and only one spot perfect for date night, family dinners, or private events. By now you should know, I'm talking about Carr's Steakhouse, where they not only serve up the best food in town, they also support the achievements of local athletes. You can watch every live local sportscast in HD in the bar at Carr's, so load up the family and head on down to 213 West Broadway in Mayfield. Carr's Steakhouse, great service and even better food.
7, they've done it on those offensive rebounds again.
I've got them for 3 this half.
Offensive rebounds. Well, they all came almost in that one possession while ago as Johnson had 3 chances at it. Be Callaway County's ball here. Minute 45 left. Benson has it out top as the Comets stay man-to-man. Benson out to Price on the right side. To Brandon, now to Darnold. Inside to Price. It's knocked away and a steal by the Comets. Good heady play there by Dewey's. Get a hand in there on the deflection. McGee will slow it up. And now come out top to Wilson. Wilson works right side. Minute 10 to play. Third quarter. Wilson, top of the key, curls around the screen, gives it over to McGee. McGee going to drive baseline, kicks it back out top to Elder. Now to Dewey's on the right side. Dewey's dribbles down to the corner, nothing there. Back to Elder. He'll drive, fade away on the baseline, won't go. And the rebound comes off to Brennan. Probably not the look Coach Brian O'Neill was looking for there. Under a minute to play here in the third. Darnold. To Price. Now back out to Benson. Benson starts left, comes back right, uses the screen by Johnson, finds Price off the screen for 3. It's well short. Rebound, though, comes off to Darnold, and Callaway will reset. 30 seconds left. Once again, Callaway County more than likely will play for 1 here. Benson comes back to Price, out deep on the left side.
Callaway County's doubled up Carlisle on the rebounds here in the third quarter, 6-3.
Johnson, top of the key, left side to Benson. We're down to 10. Benson going to hand it off to Price. They're going to clear the floor. Price going to take Reddick one-on-one here. We're down to 5. Price thought about the high ball screen. Instead gets into the lane wide open and lays it up in the end. Camden Price at the buzzer gives Callaway County a 34-27 lead At the end of 3, we're back in 1 minute here on.
Hello, I'm David Long, President at First Kentucky Bank. I'm very proud of the group of professionals that make up our team here at First Kentucky. When you bank with First Kentucky, we guarantee that we'll provide a level of professionalism that will help you meet your financial needs. I'm proud of this team we've assembled. Their skill set is unique to any bank in this area, and I believe our customers will notice a discernible difference in the quality, attitude, and approach we bring to their financial affairs.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
If phrases like this mean something to you, maybe you should come work for us. If you identify more with phrases like these, then maybe you should put us to work for you. The Mastercraft LSR Touring.
Mastercraft tires available at Grover Tire in Hickory.
A late basket by Camden Price gives Callaway County a 7-point lead as we start this fourth quarter.
Carlisle County hit 50% from the field there in that quarter, 4 of 8. And Callaway County had a 4 of 11 for 6 rebounds for Callaway County, 4 turnovers, 3 turnovers for Carlisle County, 3 rebounds for Carlisle County.
Camden Price drives the lane, missing the shot, and Brannon on the rebound gets fouled on the putback. So another offensive board, and this puts Jonah Brannon at the free throw line shooting 2.
Third team foul now on Carlisle County.
Second one on Thomason, and Brannon, who is 1 out of 3 from the line tonight, heads to the line. Just 20 seconds gone by here in the fourth quarter, 34-27. First one by Brannon is up and in. Brannon on the year, once again a 75% free throw shooter coming into tonight. Just 15 of 20 though on the season. 2 out of 4 tonight, and make it 3 out of 5 as he knocks them both down. And that pushes that Callaway lead back out to 9, and once again the Comets set in danger zone with 7.5 to play, down 9. Wilson on the right wing. Fakes right, comes back left, gets into the lane, kicks it over to McGee in the corner. McGee out to Anderson. Anderson thought about the 3. Instead, dribbles it out top. Dribbles through traffic, still with the basketball. Anderson right side. Comes back out straight away to Davin McGee, and the Comets will reset. Comets really need a basket on this possession. They want to put a little pressure on Callaway. Here's Anderson driving right side. Gets it back out to Elder. Now to Thomason. He'll fire the 3, and it's good. Michael Thomason's third 3 of the game. Makes it a 6-point game at 36-30. Price back to the top of the key. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson, the big fella, has hit a 3 tonight. Camden Price has hit a couple. Price back to Johnson on the pick and roll, and underneath. Johnson walks with it as he head fake, trying to get open underneath. And the turnover on Callaway County will give it back to the Comets.
It's a good stop. Carlisle needed that stop. Now they need to convert on this possession right here to keep this a ball game.
Teams like Callaway on the road, you want to put a little pressure on them, see if they'll fold. They're face guarding Trey Wilson away from the ball, and the Comets just stick him in the corner and play 4-on-4. Here's McGee. A runner won't go. The rebound comes off to Johnson. Over to Benson. Benson into the front court. Gives it over to Darnold. Now to Johnson. He walked with it again at the top of the key. Shuffle the feet. Comets getting opportunities to stay in this one. It's been a fast-paced game for a slow score, which you expect that, I guess. Not a lot of fouls called. If you're listening to high school basketball here on 95.9 WGKY, just about an hour gone by on the clock. We've got 6 minutes to play at 36-30. McGee out deep on the right side, and they are just hounding Trey Wilson. He's getting frustrated as Thomason fires another 3 that's no good. Reese Anderson on the offensive board, puts it back up, no good, and draws the foul. And believe it or not, with 5:52 to play in the fourth, Carlisle County will head to the free throw line for the first time tonight to shoot 2.
Yep.
Callaway had shot 13 to none And Reese Anderson can't capitalize on the first one. 36-30, 5:52 left in the game.
We're not doing very good for Little Tractor, are we?
No, we're not. He'll hit this one. Oh, missed them both. Elder taps the rebound out, but right to Darnold. So the Comets missed a good opportunity there. Price, top of the key. McGee will come out on him as he'll back it out near the timeline. Now hands it off to Benson. Trey Wilson on him, trying to give him a little dose of his own medicine as he's been face guarding Wilson. The Comets switching on every screen. Out top, Darnold lobs it down low to Brannon. He'll turn, put it up and in. Jonah Brannon off the bench with 8. And the lead goes back to 8 at 38-30. Here's Thomason. Uses the screen up top. 15-foot pull-up, won't go, and Johnson pulls down the rebound. The Comets, 2 big missed chances there is Price. Going to go coast to coast, lays it up and in, draws a foul on McGee. And Camden Price, now with 17 in the ball game, will head to the free throw line. As the lead has grown to 10 for the first time since it was 19-9 back early in the second quarter. Now we get Adams back in the ball game. Benson will check out. If anybody's happy about that, it's Trey Wilson, as Benson has face guarded him for the last 3 or 4 minutes of this game. Six threes in this game have kept the Comets close, but they are on the brink here with just under 5 to play. Price, who averages 17 and a half a game, knocks down the free throw. He's got 18 now to lead the way, as the lead goes to 11 at 41-30. Wilson uses a high ball screen, works left, fakes the handoff to Anderson, gets in the corner, comes back to Anderson. Anderson curls off the screen up top, out to McGee. Big 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound comes off to Johnson for Callaway County. And the Comets have been one and done on the offensive end here in this fourth quarter. Adams to Price. Big 3 on the way by Price is short, but the rebound comes off to Brannon. Another offensive board, and he's got double figures off the bench for Callaway. And the lead's at 13, and Carlisle County's going to have to call a timeout. With 4:15 to play, the Comets burn one, and we'll take one with them. We're back in.
We all enjoy being recognized for our finest achievements, whether it be as a member of a championship team, a tournament MVP, or Employee of the Month. When it comes to crowning life's champions, there's only one place to turn: Award Masters on South 6th Street in Mayfield. Award Masters custom builds all of their trophies in-house, and they can engrave almost anything, including plaques, wooden items, and even medals. Award Masters is also the area's #1 stop for advertising, specialty, and promotional items. Award Masters in Mayfield, for recognition done right.
Callaway County's opened up a 13-point cushion here. Just over 4 minutes to play in the ball game.
3 minutes left in the third quarter there. I believe we were down 5 at that time. It's the last time I wrote it down.
Well, Thomason started out the fourth quarter with a 3, made it 36-30. It's been a 7-0 run since then to get it to a 13-point cushion. Speaking of Thomason, he'll drive the right side, miss the little pull-up jumper. Rebound comes off to Elder, and he'll stick it back up and in for his 8th point. 43-32. Price across the timeline, gets to the free throw line, backs it back out. You'll see Callaway County want to burn some clock here as Darnold hands it out top to Adams. Adams gets around Wilson, and he'll take a bump in the lane, and he'll be out of bounds underneath to Callaway County as Thomason picks up his 3rd. You'd like to see it on the inbound. We're going to have a whistle and a foul as Brannon on a push-off away from the ball will give it back to the Comets. But you'd like to see this game stay around 5 or 6 so the Comets can hit some threes. Really, as bad as Callaway shoots some free throws, you prolong this game and you give yourself a chance. Anderson out top, down 11, 43-32. Off to McGee. Now back to Wilson at the top of the key. Wilson starts right. Spins, loses the basketball, kicks it over to McGee in the right corner. Comets being patient, down 11. Here's Anderson out left corner. Anderson going to curl into the lane, up and under, and he's fouled, and Anderson will head back to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. 3:01 left in the ball game. Third foul on Brandon. Don't forget we got girls action coming up next. 21-4 Lady Lakers against the 16-2 Lady Comets as Anderson is now 0 of 3 from the free throw line here in this fourth quarter. The Comets have had opportunities. Second one by Anderson is good, and that'll be our first bucket basket. Have a little tractor, makes it 43-33. Under 3 to play as Adams crosses over on Wilson, gives it off to Price. Price to Darnold. Now to Johnson. They just work it around out top, trying to burn some clock. They're going to force the Comets into a fouling situation. Adams to Darnold. He'll drive the lane, kick it over to Johnson. Open 3 is off the mark. Rebound comes off to Brandon, though. And Callaway County will keep possession with 2:25 left. Price, bunny hop in the lane. Kicks it out to Adams. Got it back out on the right wing. Anderson picks up Price. Back to Johnson at the top of the key. Really thought the Comets may have tried to foul by now. Adams. We approach the 2-minute mark. Wide open underneath is Johnson. He's blocked from behind by McGee. Brandon on the rebound. Missed the first one. Got it again and sticks it back up in the end. Brandon with 12 off the bench. For Callaway County, here's Anderson at the other end. Knocks down the 3 for Carlisle, and they'll get a quick timeout. It makes it 45-36. With 1:51 left, we'll take a quick break with them and back in 30 seconds here on 95.9 WGKY.
I love all the windows.
I think we envisioned it to be a space where we could gather together as a family.
This is a room they want to use all the time. They need things that are durable and stylish.
I love this one.
These shelves are great.
So what do you think?
That's beautiful. I do not feel that we could have made the decisions without the help of Bassett. Now I want to do another room.
The HGTV Home Design Studio by Bassett. Are you ready for your big reveal?
Three of the game, but then rebounding.
And it's really come evident here in the fourth quarter. You know, they've already got 10 rebounds here in the fourth quarter compared to 2 for Carlisle County. And that's where it's becoming evident. You know,
they're down 23-12 at one point. As a team stat.
Yeah.
With 33-14 on the boards. The Comets being out rebounded by almost 20, and still have a shot in this one, down 9 with 1:51 left. It'll be Callaway County ball to go length of the floor as the Comets will come with full court pressure.
You can get a stop right here, it'd be an awful nice.
Johnson will inbounds. It comes into Price. Comets still have a foul to give. They need to foul quickly to get rid of that one. As Adams brings it across the timeline. Adams off to Darnold on the left side. Back to Price down low. Wide open is Brandon, and they'll lay it back up and in. And Brandon's got 10 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Off the bench for Coach Terry Birdsong with 1.5 minutes to play now. Anderson, deep left side, going to fire another 3. It's good again. Anderson's third 3. 47-39. Now the Comets will foul on the far side with 1:21 left. Davin McGee will foul Price. That's the last to give for the Comets.
That's the third personal foul on Davin.
Once again, Callaway County just shoots free throws at 60%, just over that as a team. Johnson brings it into Price deep in the backcourt. Comets come out in the backcourt, and Reddick comes up with a foul as Price will head to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Camden Price on the year, a 78% free throw shooter. Probably not the one you want to foul. He has 1 out of 2 tonight. He has 18 in the ball game. But with a minute 13 left on the clock, you can't be picky about who you foul. There's the second one on Reddick. And Price to shoot the 1-and-1. Free throws up and almost rolls out, but falls in for Camden Price. Puts it back to a 9-point Callaway County lead at 48-39. Price toes the line. Second one's up and in. And now Callaway County wants a timeout with a minute 13 left in the ball game. They lead it by 10. We'll take one with them. Be back in.
At Shelter Insurance, we've found that peace of mind offers some real advantages. That's why we work hard to make things easier for you. By sheltering your cars, by sheltering your home, by sheltering your toys, by sheltering your life. Peace of mind. Isn't that the best shelter there is? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Agent Steve Jones about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
For the best service and parts support for your equipment, rely on H&R AgriPower, your premier Case IH dealer. H&R AgriPower has over 45 trained service technicians, and our mobile service trucks will come to your farm. Plus, H&R AgriPower's huge parts inventory and daily parts delivery between our locations means you get the parts you need fast. For service and parts support, turn to your local Case IH dealer. H&R AgriPower, the power to get you more.
2 free throws by Camden Price. Puts Callaway back up by 10. It'll be Carlisle County ball to go length of the floor. Corey and Dan Bowles back. We get possession arrow favorites Carlisle County and a chance for the jump ball. Callaway will not pick up full court as Anderson brings it across the timeline. Price will meet him and go off to Wilson on the right side. Wilson uses the high ball screen. Back to Anderson. Anderson drives, kicks it over to Elder. 15-footer on the baseline. Won't go. Rebound's going to be out of bounds off of McGee. And it'll go back to Callaway County. Reddick will check back in as Thomason will check out. We'll get Brennan back in the game as Adams will check out. Also get Alex Chandler in the ball game as Davin McGee will check out. So the Comets get their guys in to make the fouls. Birdsong gets his guys in that he wants fouled as he gets Adams out of there, just a 30% free throw shooter. Price on the inbound is fouled by Chandler. And we'll go to the other end to shoot the 1-and-1 for Camden Price.
And that's not what you wanted to do, but that's who they're going to put the ball in the hands of. So
almost have to deny Price and not even let him get it on the inbound. Comets were letting him get it in the corner. Couldn't get the trap. And the first foul on Chandler, the 8th on the team. Price on the 1-and-1, rattles home the first one. After missing his first free throw attempt of the night, he's hit 4 in a row. And the lead goes back to 11 for Callaway now with 57 seconds left. Second one's good again. And once again, another timeout, this time by Callaway. We'll keep it here with 51-39 your score, 57 seconds left. Another chance to remind you, we got girls action coming up next. The Lady Comets and the Lady Lakers. Conclusion of this one, and then on Friday night, once again, Dan and Tim Taylor will be with you over to Green Palace. Girls and boys action, and don't forget, it's boys first, and it is a 5:30 start. So on the air somewhere around 5:15 on Friday afternoon as the Comets and Bombers go at each other over at the Green Palace.
18 fouls on Carlisle County, 4 on Callaway County. Possession area is in favor of Carlisle County in event of a tie on the floor. And it's Carlisle's ball to bring the full length of the floor.
Big key out of this game, 33-14. Rebounding edge for Callaway County. Here's Thomason out deep on the right side. Finds Anderson at the top of the key. Back to Thomason. He'll fire the 3. It won't go. Try to draw the foul. Didn't get the call. Rebound comes off to Johnson. And Johnson's going to take it length of the floor. Kicks it over to Darnell. Darnell's going to be fouled by Anderson. And that's going to put Jeremy Darnell at the line shooting the 1-and-1. And Darnell has not scored in this basketball game. Coming as the third leading scorer on the team, averaging 8 points a game. He has been quiet
He's a 73% free throw shooter, though.
He's a lefty as he toes the line. The first one's up and good. He'll get the bonus. And that'll pretty well do this one in. Makes it 52-39.
That's going to put, if he hits this one, that's going to put him perfect from the free throw line here in the second half.
All in the fourth quarter, but he
took care of that.
Misses that one. Rebound comes off to McGee. Davin splits a couple of defenders, gives it off to Anderson. Anderson over to Elder. Left side three on the way is good by Trevor Elder. And the Comets will burn their last time out. And once again, we'll keep it here with 25 ticks left. 52-42 your score as Carlisle County is going to fall to 12-13 on the year. Callaway County going to go to 17-8 on the year. As Reese Anderson tonight has, let's see here, 7-9-14 for Anderson tonight. Trevor Elder with that three puts him into double figures with 11. Michael Thomason has 9, all coming on three-pointers. Trey Wilson with just 5 again tonight. And Dan, teams are starting to learn how to defend Trey Wilson. As,
yeah, they've got it.
Early in the year, people really didn't know who.
I'm sure Coach Birdsong didn't know coming into this game, but he's had a couple of bad games. You know, he's probably looked at the tapes.
He knows.
He might have, but he's looked more at the tapes on up earlier in the year when Trey was really doing good. I think one of the big stats for Carlisle County tonight, one of the positive stats, they've had 8 turnovers in this ball game.
Well, it's a slow, grounded out type game. You see that a lot. Turnovers are going to be down.
I mean, you've got 12 for Callaway County.
Yes, Callaway started this game off very sloppy in the first half. As they come out of the timeout, the Comets will put full court pressure on as Johnson will inbound. McGee will be on Price, try to keep it out of his hands. The Comets do foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul as Price has it on the far side. And he'll head to the line to shoot 2. 22 tonight for Camden Price. As Davin McGee picks up his 4th foul. Peyton Johnson, the second leading scorer on his team. He's got 13 in the game. And 13 off the bench by Brennan as Camden Price misses the first free throw. And Brennan checks out. Once again, a nice night off the bench for him. Price, second free throw, no good again. And the Comets with the rebound as Thomason pulls it, heads into the front court. Thomason. Back out to McGee. Long three, top of the keys, good by Davin McGee. Makes it a 7-point game, 52-45, 10 seconds left, and now the Comets will commit one more foul, and it'll send Isaiah Butler to the free throw line. Butler, a 61% free throw shooter, just 11 of 18 on the year. He'll be there to shoot 2. .5 seconds left. That last three by Davin McGee out near the volleyball line. Butler's first free throw is good. Ten threes tonight for the Comets. Kept them in this ball game as Butler's second one is good. 54-45 as Anderson brings it across the timeline. He'll hand it off to McGee. Another three from the volleyball line is no good. And Callaway County wins this one 54-45 over Carlisle County. As once again, the Comets go to 12-13 on the year. Callaway County goes to 17-8 on the boys' side. Their next matchup will be Ballard Memorial on Friday night. Once again, we got girls action coming up next. We're going to send it back to the studio and take ourselves a little bit of a break.
Bright, whatever it takes.
Creating comfort one home at a time. Call the folks at James Smith Heating and Cooling for all of your heating and cooling needs.
Moe's & Bella's Frontier Firearms is this area's guns, ammo, and accessories headquarters. With decades of experience on the single-action circuit, Moe's & Bella are your perfect partners, whether you're a veteran rifleman or a first-time shooter looking for training. Frontier Firearms carries a constantly updated selection of defense pistols, rifles, ammunition, reloading supplies, and tactical accessories. They also have a state-of-the-art precision laser range on site. Moe's & Bella's Frontier Firearms, inside Mayfield's Fountain Square Plaza. They're your hometown gun shop.